Yeah.
Can you,
Wait a minute. I will list.
is that okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Wait a minute.
Good morning, Manikan.
Okay. Good morning, one and all. Uh, Present here for this. Okay. It is an immense pleasure. I welcome all of you for this session. Ma'am, I would like to welcome our distinguished chief guest, Ms. Rajani Radhakrishnan. So she has 23 years of experience in IBM, experience in IT, technology and project management. She has certified by IBM program manager with the extensive experience in the project management and vendor management and the knowledge, and she has several years of experience in managing the team from India, Europe, and Southeast Asia and US. And has 10 years of working with universities in building the industrial skills in emerging technologies for the technical students and helping them build careers in the IT industry through the Innovation Center of Education. And she did BTech ECE in a top ranking in, engineering college. And her personal eminence, ma'am got 25 plus awards in the career of 22 years, recognition from their clients and the management and the concerned peers. She is selected as a top talented for the 2 consecutive years, and she served as a volunteer in the Corporate Service Corporation program, is IBM Corporate Prestigious CSR program. Ma'am, I welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Can you
So may
session
I,
start?
yeah. So may I take over now?
Yes, ma'am. Can you proceed, ma'am?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Can you see my screen?
No, ma'am. And loading, ma'am. Just now loaded.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I think it'll be nice if everybody can mute their mics because I can hear a lot of disturbance.
Ma'am, wait a minute. Ma'am, once again,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Balamurugan, close the share screen. Share the screen part. Balamurugan, ma'am is presenting. Okay. Balamurugan,
Yes.
stop your sharing. Ma'am, again, you just shared the screen, ma'am. It's not visible, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Share. I think this Balamurugan is still presenting. So
Yes,
is it
ma'am.
possible to?
Wait a minute, ma'am. Balamurugan,
Yeah.
Balamurugan, can you stop your present the screen? Balamurugan, can you hear my voice?
I think.
Stop presenting the screen. Ma'am, you can do that, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Can you see now?
Loaded, ma'am.
Okay. So can I start now?
Start, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, students, a very warm welcome to you for this program. My name is Rajani Radhakrishnan. I have been with IBM for the last 23 years, as Mr. Pichai has already told you. And in this particular program, which is IBM Innovation Center for Education, I have been for the last 10 years. In fact, I was one of the core group who started this program in IBM. And it was four of us who have started this program together for the very reason that the students will benefit from learning about the technologies which are running in the industry while they are in their college itself. Usually, what happens is all of us, including myself, when we are doing our engineering program, we will learn a lot of foundation subjects. We will learn a lot of academy subjects. But once we are hired into companies like IBM or Accenture or TCS or Wipro, any of these companies, we are suddenly thrown. Feel like as if we are suddenly thrown into an ocean where we don't recognize anything of what is being spoken about, what we have to work on. So the difficulty is not just for ourselves, the difficulty is also for the manager who is managing that project we are entering. So what we thought is that it is better to take at least some of these technologies. There are a lot of technologies, as you know. Like there are technologies like business analytics, there is cloud computing, there is IoT, there is artificial intelligence. So at least some of these technologies, if we can make the students learn in the university level itself, that will be a big boon, not just to the industry, but to the students as well. And the students will stand out from their peers because not every engineering college is doing this program, and therefore when students learn computer science alone or electronics alone and come and join any industry like IBM, then you people who have already a knowledge of these emerging technologies will gain one step over those students who are coming in. So, with that intent, we have started this program called Innovation Center for Education. Okay. Now, I would also request everyone to go keep their mics on mute so that there'll be no disturbance for me as well as others. Okay. Thank you very much. So, just a very brief about IBM. IBM India Private Limited is a subsidiary of the IBM Corporation. Now, IBM Corporation started it started in almost 100 plus years ago. Now, I think it is the 110th year or something, 100 plus years ago. And it has been sustaining across so many years with several products, several innovations. And now there are only two companies which are existing, which started that early, okay, in the 1900s. Now, it is one of the most respected brands in the world. We are operating in about 176 countries now. We can proudly say that we have six people who have won the Nobel Prizes and six people who have won the Turing Awards till date. Okay. We have close to 9,050 patents as of 2019. And this is the 27th year of consecutive patent leadership. I hope you know what patents are. Patent means any innovation that we have, which we will claim or which we will get a government license, where we can say that the product is ours, and only we will get we will get the ownership of that product, and only we can manufacture those products for a certain number of years. After that number of years, we will give it to be produced by anybody else, anybody who can buy it from us. But for that many years, it will be owned by us. And it will always, that patent name will always remain in our name. So that way, there are 9,050 patents in IBM's name. So that's about IBM in brief, and we have a huge research lab which spans across several technologies and healthcare. Example healthcare, etc. Leaders in most of them. Now, about the history of IBM with the academia. Now, there are not many companies which collaborate so closely with academic institutions and bring out research products and bring out patents. So, if you look at the screen here, we have started in 1944 with Harvard University and created Mark One. That was the first thing. Then we even brought out this computer science discipline, which is in support with the university in the year 1960. So the computer science term itself was coined by IBM. Okay. Now these are all the other leadership positions of IBM, which is in respect with respect to academia. Now, here I want to stop for a minute and I want to tell Mr. Pichaya if there is anything that if I'm not clear or if I'm going too fast or if you want me to, I mean, do this presentation in some other way where it will be easier for the students to understand, please feel free to stop me at any point of time. I'll be happy
Ma'am,
to do
ma'am,
accordingly. Yes.
ma'am, sorry for the interference. Ma'am, can you share the screen? PPT is not seen.
Uh, I
In only
Are you not?
presentation is.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
we could only able to see your face only, ma'am. We could not see the PPT.
Oh, okay. Then I really need to learn more about this Google Meet. I'm so sorry. I will present now.
No issues, ma'am.
Yeah, your entire screen. Share now. Um,
Johnson Kumar, you just stop the screen.
it is giving me an error, Pichaya.
Yes, ma'am. Johnson Kumar. Johnson Kumar. You stop the screen, pa.
Can you please press on stop presenting it? Yeah, I
You
think.
can share
Yeah.
it.
Okay, please let me know. I'm just going to share my screen. Can it be? Is it visible now?
No, ma'am. Only case only seen. Ma'am, alt tab you can press it.
Okay, just hold on. Let me try and fix it. Fix this. Permission. Is there some permission that you have to give me? You must grant permissions in order to screen share.
Ma'am, it's not needed, ma'am. You just stop the screen and you can again open it, ma'am. No problem.
Madam, good morning, ma'am. Sorry for the interruption. I'm Matheshwaran, Assistant
Yes,
Professor, Department of Mathematics.
sure.
Kindly do a small thing. First of all,
Yes,
kindly open the PPT. First of all,
yes.
kindly open the
I have
PPT.
opened. Yes, yes,
After that, go to this Google Meet.
yes,
Now, go to the option present now.
yes.
It is
That's exactly
asking.
what I'm doing. And then
It is asking three options. Entire screen, a window, Chrome tab. Three options are available.
Okay. I have only two: entire screen and a window.
Go to window option.
Huh. A window, is it? Should
Yeah.
I choose? Yeah. Okay, a window.
In that
But
back.
it says can't share your screen. You must grant permissions in order to screen share. What does that mean? Uh,
Whether it is opened in desktop, ma'am, PPT,
yes. Yes.
then it will be working.
Can I join this Google Meet once again? Start. Can I join the session once again? Can I disconnect and join the session once again. Is that okay?
Okay, okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
We will try in that way.
Hello.
Just a minute, boy.
Wait.
Sorry, Teja. Kindly wait for a moment.
No, sir. You said just now any
Students,
form to
wait a
fill
minute.
that.
Teja,
Ma'am.
what you are telling?
Sai,
You said
your mic, pa.
Voice is breaking. Kindly wait for a moment.
Pichai, can you hear me?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
Okay,
yes,
I'll do
ma'am.
present now, and I'll say a window. And
Window. Open the PPT also, ma'am.
yes, it's opened.
And you can press Alt Tab, ma'am. Alt Tab.
Yeah. Uh,
Automatically, the screen will be shared.
is it shared now?
Yeah, it
Yes,
is
ma'am. Go ahead.
sharing.
Sharing.
Yeah, is it okay? Can you see?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
PPT,
Can you
ma'am.
see? Yes. Can you see?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am. You
screen.
can see.
Okay, great. Great. So I'll go to the PPT.
Just a minute. I'm sorry for the interruption. Dear students, for someone it is not visible means kindly pin into madam's screen. There are two screens in ma'am name. One is for speaking and another for presenting. Kindly pin into madam's presentation screen. That only we need. Ma'am, video is available. Next option is madam's presentation screen. Kindly pin into madam's presentation screen. Then you can view madam's presentation. Hope the problem is rectified now. If it is not visible, kindly pin into madam's presentation screen. Then you can follow madam's presentation. Yes, ma'am, we can continue. Sorry for
Yes,
the interruption.
thank you. No, thank you very much for your support. Yeah. So I was with how IBM is connected with the universities from 1944 onwards, and there has been several programs that IBM is doing along with the universities. I don't want to read out all of them, but I just wanted to share one program with you before I talk about the ICE program. There is one program called the University Ambassador, and that's a very beautiful program for the universities. I'm telling you this because after you complete your graduation, if you join any companies, especially IBM, you can always become a university ambassador for your own university, and you can share your experiences, what you had while you studied in your university, and you can also mentor your juniors while you're working in a company. So that's a very beautiful program. I was also a university ambassador a few years ago, and I have worked with my own university and a lot of other colleges as well. So I just wanted to bring this to your notice. And also, so going on our journey of this Innovation Center for Education program, we started the ICE program in 2011, and 2010 we started the work on the IBM ICE program because we realized that although all these companies are connected with the colleges and with universities, they take a bit of technology and teach one subject in artificial intelligence, one subject in IoT, one subject in business analytics. But that was really not, or some tool that we can use for business analytics, some tool that we can use for cloud computing. So that was really not giving a complete picture of what how you can work as a cloud administrator, how you can work as a business analyst, how you can work as an IoT expert. This one subject was not giving any particular use after studying that subject. So we thought, okay, let us give the students a complete in-depth knowledge of that particular specialization. Okay, the specialization can be in cloud computing, the specialization can be in business analytics, or it can be in artificial intelligence, machine learning. Let us give a complete depth. Now, how do you get this complete depth? You have to learn the subjects in this area from the foundation to the core to the advanced level. Okay, so we designed a complete curriculum. I'm sorry.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, PPT is not visible, ma'am.
Oh God, I think this screen share is going away. So, okay. I think,
Just open the PPT, ma'am.
okay, I did. Yeah, the PPT is always open. Yeah, can you see it now? Are you
No,
able to
ma'am.
see it
Our
now?
meeting.
Okay, let me stop presenting and I'll start once again. Okay, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience. I don't know how this.
Ma'am, open the PPT also, ma'am, and you just
Yes,
open.
yes. Allow.
You just share it and window option.
Okay, now is it visible? Is it visible?
Ma'am, screen is visible, ma'am. That is but by real world of uh, what's the title of PPT, ma'am?
About IBM 70 years of history with academia.
Ma'am, can you open that, ma'am? It's not visible, ma'am. Only the screen is visible, ma'am. Your screen only. That is our Google Meet drive only visible, ma'am.
Okay, let me stop. I'm so sorry. This session is getting interrupted so many times. Is it a problem? Because I'm using a Mac laptop, an Apple laptop. Is it the problem with that?
Minimize your Google Zoom, Google Meet, ma'am, and you just open your PPT in the another app. You just open it. You will see this.
So I'll say present now, or
You just go for the present now, ma'am.
and then
Present
a
now,
window.
entire screen is there. Entire screen.
Okay, okay.
You just select that option. You press. You open the PPT and the parallelly you can open the PPT, ma'am, and you just share the.
Yeah. Now is it opening? Is it seen?
Okay, ma'am, but PPT is not. You can also open the PPT, ma'am.
PPT
Then
is
only
already open.
you just
It's
select
already
the PPT.
open.
You just open the PPT, ma'am.
Is it okay now?
The screen only visible, ma'am.
Minimize the screen, madam. Minimize the screen.
Minimize the screen, ma'am.
I already minimized the Google window. Yes, well, let me try one last time. Otherwise, I have to see something else.
Okay, students, wait for 2 minutes.
I'll say entire screen and entire screen. Allow and yeah. Is it okay now?
Ma'am, screen is visible, but the PPT is not seeing that, ma'am. Only the screen is visible.
Oh, okay.
Now
Just
you open PPT, madam.
I did. It is kept open on my screen. Okay, let me try one last thing. Let me
Rajani,
try
try
it with
it.
Jay. How do I do this? I mean, like, where am I making a mistake?
Even I'm new to Meet.
Yeah, that's what. If it was WebEx, it would have been.
I'm-
Oh,
I
one
know.
sec. So I'll
One sec.
stop.
One
I'll
sec.
stop presenting now. And what can I do? I will. Jay.
Share it
Uh,
again.
Excuse me, ma'am.
So checking.
yes, sure.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry for the
Please tell.
interruption.
Yeah.
Yes,
Please
ma'am.
tell me.
Otherwise, you can do one thing, ma'am. Just you have to send the PPT to Pichamanikam sir. He will share the
Mail
screen,
ID.
ma'am. He will share the screen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that.
So email ID, please, sir.
Ma'am, I can send it in the.
Chat section.
I think I have it. You have sent it to Vikar, right?
Ma'am, I can send it to the thought box.
Here, Rajani.
Huh.
He sent it here
Huh.
in the chat, in the comment section.
I can also put it in the WhatsApp, ma'am.
No, not
I'll
here.
do.
She'll take it from here, sir.
Jay, you want me to give it to you, or how do you want me to do it? Or shall I send it to him on WhatsApp?
WhatsApp is okay, sir. Pichai Manikam, sir.
Left, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just stop this.
Just give us few minutes, sir.
Just
okay,
a couple of minutes, and I'll send
Yeah.
it.
Students, wait for 2 minutes.
I'm so sorry, students, for this inconvenience.
No issue, ma'am. No issue. I hope that you may use for the Apple system. I think so.
Yeah, that's a problem, I guess.
That may be a problem. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are comfortable with WebEx.
And that's our official system also, so we are so used to it.
Skype also.
So 88 participants. Huh?
I also think, Jay, it may be my network. See, my WhatsApp is opening so slowly.
Yeah, network is also very bad, Rajni. It's raining,
yeah.
Continuous night.
It is raining, yeah. Correct. So, sir, can you please ping? Okay, your number is ending with 51028, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Okay, I'll just share that. Have you received? I just sent it. Pichemanikim, sir, have you received it?
Yes, ma'am. Received, ma'am. Just I downloading, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, it takes some time to download. Ma'am.
Okay.
I can do that. Ma'am, can you send it by mail, ma'am?
Oh yeah, sure. So what's your
I
ID?
already,
Is it
I already,
CSC?
ma'am,
Okay.
P dot. No, I will send it to you, ma'am. Wait a minute, ma'am. I will send my mail ID.
Okay. In WhatsApp?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Definitely. Ma'am, is it okay, ma'am? This is my mail ID, ma'am.
Uh,
P
I
dot
have
picture.
not yet. I've not yet received that. Have you put it in the same?
Ma'am, downloaded, ma'am. Ma'am, downloaded, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Great.
Okay. I just.
So in any case, I'm sending this.
Ma'am, my screen is visible, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Maybe you can make it full screen.
Wait, loading.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, yes, it is visible. Yeah, thank you. Can you go to the third slide?
Yes, ma'am. This is okay, ma'am. From you, ma'am.
Yeah, it is okay, but yeah, okay. It's not too clear, but that's fine. That's fine. I think it is. It's a network issue also. So yeah, so I'm done with the screen. So can you go to the next screen, please? Next slide.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So so this is more or less of whatever I have spoken some time back. Uh, More about IBM and how we have been in the education space and how we have been doing about e-learning courses, which are instructor led. So I think what we have been doing quite a few years ago is coming true now, right? I'm sure most of you must be having online classes. If you have already started classes, you must be having online classes. So these are the things that IBM has been doing for many years now, which which because of the COVID situation, now we have started doing right. I mean, this has been the current way of delivering courses to the students, classes to the students. So we'll go to the next slide. I would like to talk more about ICE. Next slide, please.
Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yeah, sure. I can see it now. So, yeah. So I was earlier talking about how we started this program called Innovation Center for Education, and we started with the intention of giving skills to the students in technology while we are in the while the students are in the college itself. Okay, so our motto is to prepare the next generation of young professionals for enabling them in the industry cutting edge technologies. Okay, and this also, how do we want to deliver it? We don't want it to be an elective subject, like, okay, if you like, you learn about artificial intelligence. If you like, you learn about IoT. No, that doesn't work. Okay, because the moment we say, oh, this is a part of I mean, this is an elective program or this is an elective course, then some people might do it, some people might not do it, and they might not even do it in the way that it is supposed to be done, sequentially done, etc. So we wanted it to be a part of the university curriculum, a part of your computer science program. Next slide, please.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, I can see it. I can see it. So these are some of the emerging technologies. Okay, now emerging technologies means see, technology is always evolving. Okay, now we would say, like, what we learned 10 years ago. Like when we started this program 10 years ago, we had only cloud computing and business, and I'm sorry, and open source and some maybe cloud computing. Sorry, maybe business analytics also. Business analytics was just coming into the picture then. Okay, but cloud computing was more solid at that time. So we had only 4 programs. But the next year, the very next year, we started 2 more programs because those technologies also were taking over. After that, the subsequent year, we started 2 more programs. And today, we are standing with 16 programs with blockchain and with artificial intelligence and with cybersecurity and all these things and IoT. So every day the technology is evolving, but there are certain technologies which are here to stay. Like for example, some of the technologies have kind of become taken a back seat, but some of the technologies which have really stayed forever and ever, which is cloud. Cloud, although it started several decades ago, it became more prominent about 10 to 15 years ago, but it is still staying. And Internet of Things and artificial intelligence and business analytics, the cyber security, these are really emerging technologies, but these are technologies which are kind of evergreen. Okay, and here this slide, it talks about how much of business is coming out of these technologies. Like for example, cloud technologies worldwide is about $411 billion worldwide. Okay, that means all these businesses which are running cloud technologies put together, like for example, IBM, for example, Amazon, for example, Microsoft, all these have cloud technologies. Put together, they have a business of about 411 billion. Big data or business analytics put together, like even business analytics is again Amazon, again IBM in a very big way. These are having, I mean, put together, they are a business of 210 plus billion dollars. Cybersecurity is $231 billion. Okay, blockchain, which has just emerged maybe a couple of years ago. Blockchain has been introduced in industries like banking and finance and securities and all that. That itself has become to 12.5 billion now. So that is the way these technologies are there in the market, and therefore, what does it talk about? If these technologies are existing and if these businesses are existing which are using these technologies, what does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? It means job opportunities in all these technologies. And if we have the skill in these technologies, it means you are one above the people who are going to learn these technologies after joining the jobs, right? After getting jobs. But are they going to get the jobs in these technologies without learning them? No, sorry. They will be taken into the usual like Java developer or something else or some support jobs. And then eventually, probably they will get into these technologies. But you who are already going to learn these technologies now going forward will be will be placed right there in jobs which are in these technologies. Okay, so that is what the slide means to you. So can I go to the next slide, please? Okay, now okay, this is rather small. I don't know how big this is. Can students, can they see this slide? Okay, if you can't see also, I'll just read out. It just says that which all businesses, which all industry domain areas. Now I talked about technologies, I talked about cloud, I talked about mobile. I mean, I just touched upon all of them. I talked about cybersecurity, etc. So where are these? Which industries are these technologies coming up? Cloud computing. You have it in banking. You have it in telecom. You have it in retail and everywhere. Healthcare, manufacturing. Okay, so all these domain areas are touched upon by cloud computing. Where do you find cyber security? you have to tell me where you don't find cybersecurity, right? Cybersecurity is everywhere now. People who use mobiles, they tell you, please install this anti theft software, because your mobile data needs to be secure. If you're doing internet banking, they tell you, please have all this security software in your computer or in your mobile or in your tablet. Please install this software so that there can be no hacking, there can be no data theft. So all these Internet of Things or cybersecurity, I will tell you a little more in detail about where these domains are and how these technologies operate when we come to those particular slides. But this is just a glimpse of how these technologies, which all domains they are operating, and you will be surprised when I say that artificial intelligence is coming more and more, and the business is evolving more and more in education. Okay, I will explain all that to you. So can we go to the next slide, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yeah. So how is this particular program? I keep telling you about Innovation Center for Education, or in short, we call it ICE program. Okay. Now, how is that? How are we being set apart? Like I know, I mean, I don't know much about how many companies have been coming to your college, Kalasilingam College. I'm sure there is Microsoft, I'm sure there is Oracle, I'm sure all these companies are present there. Now you can ask me a question, ma'am. There are so many companies coming there. Why should we be doing your program? I will tell you why you should be doing our program. That is because this program sets you apart from all those other programs which the other companies are doing in your organization, in your college. Why? Because there is a very well structured curriculum. Okay. Now we will provide you with subjects which will take you from the basics and take you through the core and take you into the advanced stage, and where you will have an in-depth knowledge. Now, that will prepare you to be ready for the industry. When you are going through the placement process, they will tell you, I mean, you will be able to speak like an expert. Like the example I can give you is some of the students, hire students who have been hired into IBM. When we spoke to those project managers who hired these students, we asked them, what do you think about these students who have already learned these programs? I mean, these technologies while they were in college itself. What do you think of them in comparison with the students that you have hired from other colleges where they have not studied about these technologies? You know what they said? They look as if they have an expertise, they have an experience of almost 1.5 to 2 years in the industry. That's how these students appear. That's how these students the knowledge appears to us. That's what they say. So that means this curriculum which you are going to learn will give you an enhanced chance of employability in these technology areas. And of course, the entire credit goes to your faculty, where they have an established methodology for teaching. We have already given them sufficient knowledge through T3 trainings, where they are equipped to teach you all these subjects, and they are continuously in touch with us, with our experts, to enhance their knowledge further as technology keeps upgrading itself. Next slide, please.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So as I told you, our teaching methodology is this. Our teaching methodology in combination with the faculty from your college is like this. That we first of all we do a curriculum workshop where we say that, okay, these are the subjects that we are offering to you in a particular specialization. For example, if we are offering excuse me, if we are offering artificial intelligence to you, then we start with what is the introductory subject? How do you introduce artificial intelligence? What is machine learning? How do you introduce machine learning to you? Then we do a Python workshop or a Python subject. And like that, it goes into advanced neural networks, etc., and into a project. Okay, so that is the workshop we do with your faculty, saying that these are the subjects that we are offering, and these are the semesters that these subjects should be placed in. So that is a curriculum workshop. Okay, now then what we do, then we take up the subjects one by one, and we do a workshop for your faculty, saying that, okay, this subject, this is how it should be taught, these are the components of the subject, and that workshop will be done for about 3 or 4 days, and your faculty will certify themselves through an assessment in that workshop. Okay, after that, the teaching starts for you students. The faculty, the respective faculty who certified themselves in those subjects will start your classes. Then what happens? In between, there will be an intervention from the industry itself. Why? Because the faculty will be teaching you these subjects, and the subject matter experts from the industry will come to you every semester. Either they will be face to face or they will be through webinars. For example, in this current situation, it has to be through online learning because we cannot have a face-to-face session. So it can be through webinars, it can be through industry guest lectures. We come and we tell you, okay, you have learned these subjects, but in the industry, this is how we are using that technology. So you also get an industry perspective of how it is happening in the companies like IBM. Okay, that will also give you ideas. Okay, so these technologies can be used for these solutions. You know, we have students who are in third semester, fourth semester, doing projects along with us, and bringing up ideas for problems, for real life problems in agriculture, in cities, like in garbage disposal problems. You know, those kind of real life problems, you yourself can bring solutions once you learn these technologies. Okay, so that's about the webinars and seminars. Then what do? We also give you courseware content. Where do you learn from? Of course, the faculty is taking classes for you in class, but then you would also like to have some reference material. So we provide you courseware through the portal. Okay, there will also be some reference physical textbooks kept in your library. Now, there will be also non-academic kind of delivery, just for a feel-good factor. Okay, you have collaborated with IBM, and you're learning subjects which are developed by IBM. But we also would like you to have some touch factor, right? Like some feel-good factor. So we give you some T-shirts with some IBM logos, and for different programs we color it differently, so that you can have, when you have some competitions, you will know, okay, these students are from artificial intelligence, these students are from business analytics, and so on. Okay, and apart from that, we also give you some very interesting sessions like Gurukul. Gurukul is a session where all of you will come to Bangalore, and you will be there with the students of other colleges. There will be a 3 or 4 day program where you will get to meet industry experts. You will directly interact with them. You will listen to technology sessions from them. You know, it will be a very good experience, because there will be a lot of interaction between the students, between the experts. There will be some projects that you will do, some hands-on sessions you will do, etc., etc. There will be some career discussions. There will be some panel discussions. All these kind of things you do through these Gurukul sessions, and that you will do only once in your whole academic career. That is once in 4 years. I think it is either in the second year or the beginning of third year. You will be doing this Gurukul program. Okay, can we move to the next slide, please? Yes. So what we are offering to Kalasilingam are 4 programs. We do artificial intelligence and machine learning. We are doing cybersecurity and forensics. We are doing business analytics and optimization, and we are doing Internet of Things. These are the 4 program specializations that we are bringing to you. And in this 4-year programs, there will be 300 hours of teach time. So meaning face-to-face class sessions is what is meant by the teach time. So in your across your 4 years program, there will be 300 hours of the teach time, and there will be 8 subjects. I told you about. I mean, I don't know how it is. I'm not sure about how it is. Placed in your curriculum. I'm sure the faculty will be able to give you, like, what I'm trying to say is it one subject per semester, or whether it is one subject in the initial, like first and second semesters, 2 subjects in the fourth and fifth semesters, like that it will be distributed, that your curriculum will be shared with by your faculty. Okay. Now, along with this, you will do one major project. Probably a couple of minor projects and a couple of major projects in these specializations. So you get a complete hands-on experience about how this technology will be used in a business solution, right? And then apart from that, you will have online labs. I already discussed about the subject matter experts who will come to your campus and talk to you, and your courseware with your content from the portal. Now, after all these programs, you will, after you complete these subjects successfully, along with all these programs like the projects and SME sessions and webinar and Gurukul and all that, finally you will be entitled to a digital badge from IBM. Okay. Next slide, please. This is what the digital badge will look like. So once you finish, that is after you finish your complete university program, the university will give you a certificate, of course, because see, what we are doing for you is we are skilling you in a particular technology. Okay. But what you actually have to have apart from the skilling is a graduate degree, as a university degree, right? Because without a university degree, the skilling is important, but it is not complete. So you have to have a university degree, and along with that, you have to have a skill badge. Now, this is the badge that I was talking to you about. Now, how is this important to you? How is this badge important to you? See, a lot of students graduate from a lot of universities. However, you are having this additional strength. Now, even, additional strength called the skill. Okay. Everybody, now I don't have to particularly tell you about skills. Everybody, starting from our esteemed Prime Minister Modi, is talking about skills, skilling yourself, and that is everywhere. The skilling in the university programs, the skilling in the high schools, is skilling in the middle schools. Now, even a person who's just done his 12th standard, completed his 12th standard, can skill himself by doing some courses in hands-on courses, like probably an electrician course or probably a plumbing course. Even that is skilling. But here you have a skilling in a very high, a very what do you say, esteemed area. It's a white collar job, right? A skill in artificial intelligence, which will help you become a developer or a solution provider through artificial intelligence for a real life problem. Okay, so that is what this badge is going to tell your employer. And this is a kind of a vouching. This is a kind of a vouching by IBM, saying that this particular student has earned a badge, okay, earned a skill from IBM. So this is an authentication or a validation of your skilling, of your graduation from Kalasalingam, with the skilling in collaboration with IBM. So how does that employer get that validation? Pichai sir, can you please click on that link, IBM ICE digital badges?
Which one, ma'am?
At the bottom of that one. Can you click on that, please?
Clicked, ma'am. I clicked, ma'am.
Is it not taking you to a badges page? Is it a link for you, or if you go to the screen mode, that is at full screen mode?
Loading, ma'am.
Yeah.
Take this.
Okay, it's all right if it's not loading. I just wanted to show them how the how the employer will see their badges.
Ma'am,
Wait a minute.
I have
That's okay. Okay, fine. It's all right. Just make it full screen. That's it.
ma'am, I have a doubt. Can I
Yeah,
express
sure,
it?
sure. Who's asking?
Ma'am, I'm Yashwant. I'm having a doubt. Can I express it? Ma'am,
Yeah.
how IBM is conducting the programs, like every MNC like Infosys is conducting the same program. How it will differ both the syllabus? What is the difference between those MNCs and between IBM?
So I talked. I mean, I will not be able to specifically tell you what Infosys is the program that Infosys is conducting. If you can be a little more explicit about Infosys program, I will tell you the difference.
No, not my
Otherwise,
question
I'll
is
tell you a generic difference.
no, like that Infosys and Virtu many companies they're conducting
Yes.
the programs. How it is differing from the IBM? Can you give a small idea on it?
That I explained that in the beginning, but for your benefit, I will tell you briefly once again. So I was saying that almost all companies are conducting their own kind of technology education in the universities. But what they are not doing till now, I mean, I know there are a lot of companies doing several programs, but what they are not doing is integrating a curriculum in the university program and taking it extensively such that once you complete this program, you're a skilled AI technologist, okay, or a skilled business analyst, or a skilled IoT expert at a middle level. I can't say that you're a complete expert where you can, do things that a 10-year experienced person can do. But definitely you will be an expert to an extent that an employee with a 2-year experience can be in an organization. That I can guarantee you. Okay, that is how this program is different. See, other companies, as far as my knowledge goes, till today, they are taking, like, for example, Infosys might come into, again, I'm taking a bail here because I don't know what programs Infosys is doing. I know they are doing some graduate hire programs after the student joins Infosys, but universities, I don't think they are doing an extensive program like this. Here we are giving you a complete in-depth knowledge and a hands-on knowledge through projects on a particular technology. But the other companies, as far as I know, they will, for example, in artificial intelligence, they will do a workshop on Python. In business analytics, they will do a course on on predictive analytics, or do a course on Cognos, which is used for business analytics, which is a tool used for business intelligence. Okay, so they are doing only to that effect. But this is, as I told you, is a complete program where the employee can place you at a level with an experience of 1.5 to 2 years. Okay, if you perform that way. That is how it is different.
Okay, thank you.
Did I answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, and also one more point I wanted to give you. This particular badge, although I can't read it on the screen very clearly, but this particular badge will tell the employer your skills. So these skills are something which an employee of at least 1.5 years in an organization will be able to achieve. Okay, all these skills, whatever you have seen on the screen. Can we go to the next slide, please?
Excellent.
Yes. Somebody has a question? Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, okay. So this is more about, I mean, this is a detailed slide about artificial intelligence. And this talks about more about the business, how much the business is, how much of business right now it is there in artificial intelligence, just as the way I earlier explained to you. We will go to the next slide.
Yes, ma'am. Data analytics.
Yeah, and this is about data analytics. This also I spoke about a little while earlier. I just wanted to give some examples in all these things. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Smarter cities. So here is where I can tell you some examples how these technologies are used in. These technologies like artificial intelligence, technology like IoT, technology like business analytics are used in building smarter cities. Like for example, how can IoT be used in smarter cities? To make a city smart. Okay, for a city planning operation, city traffic requirement. For example, all of us know about traffic jams, especially people coming from larger cities, cities which are not very well planned, like Bangalore. You will know about traffic jams. Now, before the COVID, now we are facing a very good time because of the COVID and because most of the people are working from home. But uh, before the COVID struck in India and people were still going to office and working, we used to spend 2 to 3 hours in the traffic, okay, because of the traffic jams. It could not be controlled. So I mean, so how would this IoT benefit you? IoT is where you connect all the devices and make all the devices intelligent. Now I'm going to tell you an example of how can you make a signal intelligent. Okay, traffic signals. You will experience a situation where you will be waiting in a traffic signal for uh, for about 1.5 minutes. And 1.5 minutes, when I talk to you about 1.5 minutes, you'll say, 1.5 minutes, that's all you're waiting in a traffic. But go wait in a traffic signal where it says you're going to wait for the next 120 seconds or 180 seconds in that traffic signal. And you will realize that, oh my God, in this 180 seconds, I could have done so many things. Okay, now, and that's enough, that time is enough for the traffic to build up in that signal, one by one by one. And you cross a signal, and the next signal that is there at a distance of 100 meters is again going to make you stand for another 180 seconds. What happens? That is where these traffic jams are caused. Okay, what if you make these signals intelligent so much so that for at least a distance of 4 kilometers, this signal, one after the other, it realizes the density of the traffic on the road and lets it pass through. Can you imagine how that traffic is going to flow smooth? Okay, that is one way. And how does it determine it? That is the data collected from different signals, different stretches where the traffic is there, what is the traffic density, etc. And you devise a program where it will realize, okay, from here to here the traffic is going to flow with this kind of density. Let me make the signal green so that it moves and the traffic density reduces, and so on. Okay, that is one way to do it. How do you do it, this IoT in agriculture? Has anybody thought about how IoT can be used in agriculture? Okay,
By helping the farmers.
Yeah, helping the farmers. And how? So what is how is it happening when you're doing a manual irrigation, for example, let us say, and water is one very, very precious resource, right? So it is very difficult to get. Now, what if you can build an intelligent system so that for each crop, you know how much water to give it, okay? And you give only that much water, and you save the rest of the water and plant another, have another farm where the water can be diverted into that farm. So IoT helps in intelligently planning and intelligently distributing water according to the requirement of the water in that particular soil, or water according to how much heat is there in that air, in that region, etc. So that is by connecting, let's say, the pump to a computer device, or to a device where it will measure the water, measure and tell you, okay, now release so many liters of water in this area. Now release so many liters of water in that area. Okay, and who is giving data to that computer? It is the research data, which says that okay, the paddy needs so much of water. It has to be completely submerged. But cultivation of onions need only so much of water, maybe 1 liter per square foot of area. So that is the way IoT helps in agriculture. And like that, there are several things like cancer research. All these technologies together, they can work hand in hand and help different researchers. I remember a student who had provided a solution, okay, for measuring the amount of suspended particles in a lake, where the water from that lake used to be distributed for drinking into that particular city in Udaipur. Okay, Udaipur, there is a huge lake called Fatehpur Lake, where that water used to be used for drinking into for the city, to be supplied to the city. And we, of course, we are running the SICE program there also in a college. And a student from that college, there were a group of students whose project was to, continuously monitor how the water of that lake is, how pure that water of that lake is, and what it used to do after collecting that data, because collecting that data is not going to do anything for you. What you have to do is collect that data and then send that data to an authority so that they can see it, okay, and take the necessary actions. That is how the solution is complete. The solution is not complete by just doing one part of the project, right? So these are the real life solutions that you can think of. You can think of, I know there are 65 or more students in this forum here. You yourself can think of problems in your town or your village or the area where you come from, and use these technologies that you study for building solutions for that. It's very simple. Okay, can we move on to the next slide, please? The next slide. Okay, so these are some business solutions which are utilized. Like I don't know, do any people know about targeted advertising? Targeted advertising. If you see the advertisements of like, for example, a soft drink, Pepsi or Coke, if you can see. Do you know where these advertisements are most found? In what kind of programs? Like, we get very irritated when advertisements come into when we are watching a movie on TV, or when we are watching cricket, for example. Cricket has got advertisements in every, I don't know, probably 5 minutes or less than that, maybe. That is a place where most advertisements are coming. Yes. Somebody is asking something.
Ma'am, time. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 12:30, can we?
Yes, we'll wind up. Yeah.
Rashid.
Sorry, we will wind up. You want?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, sure. So that kind of advertising is done through business analytics. They collect the data. They see who's the maximum crowd which is using that product. Okay. So cricket, I know aunties and uncles also go and watch cricket like me, but usually it is that thing of youngsters, right? So you have all these soft drinks and you have all these mobile phones and gadgets, all these advertisements coming in those kind of programs. You have in these serials which are there for older people, you will have something for gold jewelry, or you will have something for apartments and houses, those kind of advertisements. So you just watch out for all those things. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you through this whole thing is that see, you are the future of a country. You are the future of this world. You have to always be thinking in terms of problems for this world, problems that this world is facing, and how you can provide a solution for that. Okay, all of us are in want a job for the money, but how do you get those jobs? How are these businesses still there? That is because these businesses are solving the problem of a community, of a country, or of the world. Okay, so if you can also think in those terms, if you always have a thinking mind to to get ideas, to create ideas and convert that into business using these technologies, then we are also successful, you are also successful, right? The next slide, please. Next slide, please. Yeah, can you hear me?
I just change it. Move to next slide.
Yeah, I can't see that. Yeah. So this I already told you what what the ICE program is all about. We don't commit any placements, okay, but we can assure you that at least 85 to 90% of the students will get a placement in a very good company. It can be MNCs, it can be startups, it can be whatever, but that is that is a given, provided you are able to do it the way that we ask you to do it. Okay. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So so this is what I was telling you, that during your BTech program we have industry mentoring. The industry people come over there. There are they tell you how to do projects. They tell you how to do, how the things are going on in the industry, etc. Then during the time of your graduation, you will realize then that you are employable, and the company will realize that you are readily deployable into projects. And I don't know how the salaries will be when at the time you graduate, but today, currently, and definitely your salaries are going to be much higher than this. But today, a student who is graduating from the ICE program is getting a salary of minimum 5 to 6 lakhs per annum. Okay, and the highest is of course 24 lakhs. But that is, with extraordinary skills like the student I told you about, who built that solution for that lake. Such kind of students will definitely get into places like Google, where they can end up with a salary of 25 lakhs. And the rest is for the hiring companies. So that is for your college to go and approach companies like IBM and say that, see, this is a talent we have, and definitely they'll come to your college and hire you. Next slide, please. So these are some success stories where students have been placed in large industries and large companies like IBM, like Altos, like L&T Informatics, and so on, Dell, and so on and so forth. Next slide, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Our students have also gone into some R&D labs like Dell Labs, and they have become they have started their own companies and become entrepreneurs. So these are some examples that you can see on the screen of such students, and they have even written technology books which are good for using in colleges like yours. Yes, Pichai, next slide, please. These are some fun events, and I think there were some pictures. There were some slides of what we did in Kare also. Can you please show that also?
Yes, ma'am. Right. I will move it.
Yeah. See, these are some pictures of what we did in Kare. And if you haven't seen Jayashree, she's there in the bottom photograph with a yellow sari. So she's my colleague. So these are Jaya. What was this? Poster competition, is it?
Ice Day.
Ice Day. Okay, this is a program which we do for a one whole day. And I was talking to you about the different color T-shirts, so you can see those students wearing those color T-shirts from the different programs. Thank you, Pichai. So I'll take some questions now. I hope I have delivered some good knowledge to the students about the ICE program. If there are any questions, I'll take them for the next couple of minutes. Are there any questions?
Students, any questions?
All right, Piche, then we will wind up this program. Students, thank you very much and good luck to you. We are always available for you to connect with us if you have any questions about the program or anything for that matter. And that also holds good for you, Piche Manikam, and any other faculty of the college. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, thank you, ma'am, for your valuable.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
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 Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Dear students, a small announcement again. For the next session, you people are supposed to go to your class section's Zoom ID. For the next session, you people are supposed to go to your section's Zoom ID.
Okay, sir.
Hello, Vikar. This also is getting over just now. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Ma'am, Jai Shri, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much,
Ma'am,
sir.
thanks, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir.